Welcome back, everybody. Well, ever fancied owning a Formula One team or investing in a football club or a football star? In the last instalment of our series on alternative investments, we show you how you can and why investing in sport can prove a profitable pastime.
We're really looking for somebody very, very special. They've got to have the right mental attitude. They've got to have the physicality. It's the ability to be able to compete at the highest level we're looking for.
If you've finally given up all hope of making it as a professional footballer yourself, here's a chance to invest in the careers of up-and-coming players from South America and hopefully make a healthy return too.
We have seen 4 or 5 players and candidates that we are looking to negotiate upon. All of those players have shown repeated consistency of performance, and that's key.
So here's the way it works. Silsports is currently raising funds. It's selling shares at £10,000 each. Its team of scouts, including former England international players, are looking to South American clubs for future talent. It will then facilitate player transfers to European teams and receive 40% of that transfer fee. After 5 years, the investor can receive a potential return of more than 50%.
The type of investors that we already have in the business clearly enjoy sport. It's very much an opportunity for them to feel as if they have ownership of a player. We sell the sizzle as well as the sausage, so through our web channel we look to communicate to them on a regular basis, and so they really feel part of the team.
But as any fan will know, no footballer is a sure thing.
We're dealing with a human asset, so there are risks. Injury, although that's insurable. Lack of form. No question players can lose form and therefore we lose value, or we pick the wrong player. We've got it wrong, but we've de-risked that and we've built in a 58% attrition factor to deal with those issues.
And Silsports says its goals are realistic. It's aiming for players to trade into first or second division European teams.
However, if we do find a Tevez or Ronaldinho, then they will take the upside with the company. That's the benefit.
But if you've got a bit more cash to invest in the sporting world, there is always team ownership.
I've been going to tracks from the age of 5. I don't think you can get into business without some passion.
Tony Fernandez is the CEO of AirAsia, and in 2009 he created a new Formula One team, Team Lotus.
We reckon in the first year we could get all our money back, and then it's a multiple of what we've invested. So the returns can be very, very high. You know, in a year's time, a lot of our budget of running the team will come from prize money anyway. So you have a free team to go and promote your own businesses, build new businesses from that. So returns can be really a phenomenal percentage of what you invested.
Although Team Lotus finished near the back of the grid last season, Fernandez says he's got a long-term view.
You know, the excitement of buying a sports brand rushes you into making decisions impulsively. There's also the risk of wanting to be world champions quicker than you actually can and thinking money is a solution. I think you've seen many brands, many teams who've thrown millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, in the attempt that money is the thing that's going to get you to the top. It isn't.
And some advice for anyone considering buying a team?
Do it for the right reason. If you are really doing it as an investment, then do it as an investment. If you have plenty of cash to burn and you just want a toy, then realize that that's what it is. But if you, as an investment, it's a fantastic investment if you manage it properly, if you brand it properly. It's the potential of the branding and the extension of the brand that gives you the potential to really earn a tremendous return on your investment.
Okay, let's look at more detail on this story. Steve Taylor is head broker at Centaur Corporate and joins us now. Steve, thanks for coming in. It seems that there's a range of ways then that you can put money into sport or make money through sport. There we saw illustrated ways that you can actually buy into players or buy into teams. Then of course you can just go down the bookies and you can put money on. But your company does something different to both of those. Explain what you guys do.
Yeah, we have a number of different products. We've just launched the world's first sports hedge fund, the first regulated one. This allows us to take positions. It's an analyst-driven product. We have wonderful sports analysts out there and they spend their time getting in-depth information on and statistics on different sporting events, football, tennis, cricket, that kind of thing. We take advantage of the way the prices move on the exchanges, pretty much the same as they do in the city, where in the city it's analyst driven, as is very similar.
Okay, so I mean, what's the advantage of that over? Give us an example of how that fund works, and what's the advantage of investing in your fund than just doing the betting yourself during a game, during a tennis match, during a football game?
Right. For example, if we identify a football team that score goals early, we might want to be with that team early on in the game on the exchanges, and then if they score an early goal, then we will trade out of it straight away. We're not leaving anything open to expiry for the full 90 minutes. We want to be in and out, take the profit, and move on to something else.
Now, you call it trades. Yep. Spread bettors will call it putting a bet on, what have you. Does the hedge fund invest via the spread bettors?
No, the hedge fund is a completely different thing. It's purely
how do you put your bet on time at the first goal, time at whatever first corner?
We trade on the exchanges. The exchanges are very, very liquid, the world's betting exchanges. And what we do is we will go into a market very early on. We have an exit point which has been identified by the analysts, and we will come out as soon as we've reached the target profit that we want to reach. We don't want to leave anybody's money out there to expiry. An example is Arsenal games. We identified that Arsenal score a lot of goals in the 80th minute and afterwards. So we want to be in a position whereby we are with Arsenal for the last 10 minutes of the game, because that's what we've
Are there some
identified.
sports that really do work for this, and some sports that don't? I mean, straight away we seem to have honed in on football, that's soccer for our US audience. But we've honed in on that. Is that the most popular by a country mile, or are there other sports which have the same kind of attraction?
I think soccer, because of its worldwide attraction and by its nature and the liquidity that's in the markets. But the markets that actually move the most are tennis games. You know, particularly we've got the Australian Open at the moment. When the tennis game's played, every single point the prices move on the exchanges, so people can be in and out, trading in and out, just as you would with stocks and shares.
Can I not do that myself, though, on some of these online?
You certainly can if you open an exchange account, and if you come to the Centaur Academy, we can teach you how to do it. We run a number of courses for novice traders all the way through to experienced people.
Yes, a diploma in professional gambling, it says.
Yeah, we're just about to launch the world's first postgraduate diploma.
No, I'm not much of a gambler, but occasionally I flutter on one of my biggest passions, which is cricket, and I have never lost money quicker than when I bet on cricket runs. I mean, can you improve my performance on cricket runs?
We certainly could, but we wouldn't do it in the spread betting. What we would do, we would teach you how, after each shot in, particularly 2020 cricket, where the markets are moving very fast, somebody hits a six, the markets overreact. Sure. We take advantage of people's emotions where they overreact, purely based on statistics, and we trade in and out.
Got 5 seconds left. Andy Murray, short odds, sell those?
Andy Murray will win the Australian Open.
Will win, my goodness me. He's going to break the British duck that's not been broken since Fred Perry, I think, in the 30s.
We're all behind him.
Very nice to